Good evening, and welcome to Doctorpiece Theater. My name is Dr. Dennis Business. And tonight, we will continue our dive into the magic of the unicorn. We will find it, we will claim it for ourselves, friends. Because that is where we begin tonight. When we last left the forest, it all went horribly wrong. We decided to fight the warlock, and in doing so, we were put to sleep 500 years for our troubles. We are going to save the village, and so we set out. We met up with Simon, and we were met with a choice. Do we head into the forest, or do we go to the city of Eris? That is where we begin tonight. Filled with horror, you race away from the village. You slowly realize you can't go home, but you cling to the hope that their panic will subside in a few days, especially if you can find a way to purify the well. Since you can't continue your search for the sorceress by investigating the graveyard, you decide to concentrate on finding a unicorn. You turn away from your village and walk along the road toward the forest, hoping to find a unicorn there. Before long, you hear a cart approaching behind you. The driver is Simon, a traveling peddler you've always liked. You wave to him and ask, "Where are you going?" Simon pulls the cart to a halt beside you. "Everyone around here is too upset about the drought to take much interest in my trinkets. I'm going to try my luck in the city of Eris. At least people are still trading there. Would you like to join me? I wouldn't mind some company for such a long trip." Eris. You've never been to that city before. Although you would love to go, you suspect unicorns are more likely to live in the forest, but maybe you could meet someone in Eris who could tell you how to find a unicorn. "Thanks, but I can't go with you right now. How about another time?" you tell Simon. You wave goodbye as he continues down the road. When he disappears from view, you leave the road and make your way into the shadowy forest. The air is parched and still. Even the birds are quiet. As you travel deeper into the forest, the only sound you hear is the crunching of your footsteps on dry leaves. After several hours of walking, you notice a few long strands of silver tangled in a bush. You hold your discovery up to the light, trying to decide whether it is thread or hair. You've never seen anything like it. As you look around for other strands of silver, you spot several small hoof prints. They are too little to belong to a horse and aren't the right shape for a deer. Your heart stops for a second when you realize the hoof prints in the silver strands may be traces of a unicorn. You search for more evidence and are surprised to see the hoof prints lead in one direction and the silver hairs in another. You pause, trying to decide which way to go. You track the hoof prints to a small clearing. There, you find a small white horse nibbling wild flowers. The animal raises its head and stares at you for a second before breaking into a frenzied gallop. You hesitate, trying to decide if it's just a horse or if it could possibly be a more magical creature. The white horse gallops so awkwardly that you have little trouble catching up with it. You grab its mane and throw your arms around its slender neck. Only then do you notice the small stump on the top of its head. You're hurting me, gasps the creature. You are shocked by the animal's voice. Are you some kind of magic horse or a hornless unicorn? I'm a unicorn, and if you release me, I'll tell you why my horn is missing. You let go of the unicorn and smooth its tangled mane. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. Normally, I could shake you right off, but several hours ago the warlock, the terror of the forest, cut off my horn. Without it, I have no magic or strength. I'll be dead by daybreak. Oh no, you cry. Part of you feels compelled to help the unicorn, or at least stay with it through the night. Yet another part of you wants to look for the warlock before he gets too far away with the horn. If you ask the unicorn, "Where can I find the warlock?" turn to page 64. If you decide to help the unicorn, turn to page 68. What can I do to help? You ask the unicorn. The unicorn sighs. There is only one way you can save me. And even then, I'm not sure it will work. Tell me what it is. When thousands of teardrops are combined with moonlight, explains the unicorn, they form a rainbow of tears, which has special healing powers for unicorns. I'll do it, you exclaim eagerly. It's kind of you to offer, but the rainbow probably requires more tears than you can weep. You'd be surprised how much I can cry, you insist. It takes thousands of tears, the unicorn reminds you. I could run home to get my friends to help too, you suggest, although you're not really sure anyone in the village will listen to you. The unicorn shakes its head sadly. There is so little time. Remember, by dawn, I'll be dead. If you decide to cry the rainbow of tears yourself, turn to page 102. If you decide to bring your friends to help cry for the unicorn, turn to page 115. That was attempt number 6 at reading The Magic of the Unicorn. And I feel as if we are closer than ever because we're sitting with the unicorn in the forest. And I was met with a choice. We could want to destroy the warlock and go find him. Or we could stay with the unicorn. And since the warlock already embarrassed us once and put us to sleep for 500 years, I was not looking to repeat that same fate. So we stayed with the unicorn. And we learned how weak it was, and that the rainbow of tears could heal the unicorn. And of course, we cry all the time. So we think we could do this, but no, the unicorn says it's more tears than one person can cry. And you're met with a choice. You can decide to cry the rainbow yourself, or you can go back to the village and ask everybody else to pitch in, help heal the unicorn. They both seem like very reasonable options. But they're not. This tricky fucking book just throwing curveballs at you every opportunity. But we can deal with that next time. Because this has been Doctorpiece Theater. My name is Dr. Dennis Business. And as always, my friend.